Alright, we're going to do the cliche budget video. How much it costs to live in the Philippines province. We have a house, so we're not going to add rent on. Y'all can figure out how much rent costs. You could spend anywhere from $100 a month, or maybe even less, up to $1,000, $3,000 a month, depending on who you are. But $100 a month will get you a nice place to live here. However, in our video, we don't have any rent. So water, we have city water. It's not reliable. We also have spring water coming from a well. That costs about 500 pesos a month, which we can live without because we have a pump in the spring. Electricity is, our last electric bill literally ran 2,500 pesos. So you're talking $40-ish a month here for electric. We don't have that much going on in the house. We're adding an air conditioner, but it'll probably, at the most peak, it'll be maybe run 2 or 3 hours a day because it's only really hot here in the province. Maybe 1 out of 7 days when you're going to want to turn that air conditioner on. As far as groceries, we shop at the wet market. They call it the wet market. We shop at the local town market in Balete. We shop at the market in Banga. We shop at the markets all over Kalibo. Where else do we shop? We shop in the malls. We go to Gaisano. We spend most of our money in the local Sari-Sari stores, the local meat shops, and the local wet market, however. And oftentimes, we don't spend anything on our food because my wife's a province girl. And one of the things about marrying a province girl, her family are farmers. And they often give us gifts of beans, different foods. We get gifts. So
mangoes, fruits, vegetables,
so
everything that they have is they give to us sometimes.
If we're buying food, it's often some kind of Western food that I'm getting a little bit too tubby to eat. So,
and sometimes the food, guys, that we're buying is we share also to my family because my sister living here as well.
Yeah,
and then my mother sometimes, and we give also to.
That's a good point. So when we sit down for dinner, maybe 5 people sometimes, maybe 3 or 4 total, and our total food bill is coming down to what per month, would you say?
Yeah.
About maybe 10,000 pesos at the wet market, 7,000 at the mall. If we want to get some imported cheese or something, it can be a little bit higher. We have no gas bill. We're using firewood. You know, there's a lot of wood and building materials here, cocoa lumber, a lot of bamboo. When the bamboo gets old, you don't want to use it no more. You just use it to cook your food. We have a beautiful dirty kitchen. It sounds archaic, but it's what my family prefers because they grew up eating food cooked over the fire. You get used to that smoky flavor, and there's no reason to buy gas. What's gas going for now?
Like 1,800, something like that, James.
1,800.
I don't know already because I didn't buy it.
Now we do eat out whenever we want to, and we do splurge. So Karen loves McDo. She loves Shakey's. There's Jollibee as well. So once in a while we do eat plenty of fast food. Unfortunately, we need to stop that because of.
But not much, guys. Like we don't spend more than $10 in fast food.
So we spend about $10, and if we go to Kalibo, we'll stop for lunch, and yeah, $10 gets more food than I should be eating here.
Yeah.
So our total food grocery bill is usually about maybe 17,000 peso a month, and again, anybody that's in the house we're feeding. And the house is spacious. We usually don't have. It's usually empty. Gasoline, we spend maybe 3,000 pesos.
It depends.
In an entire month.
Yeah.
We spend maybe 3,000 pesos. It depends on whether we're driving across several islands or doing crazy stuff because we're YouTubers. But if we're hanging close to home like we are now, 3,000 a month is more than enough for our motorcycle budget. There's no problem here in the province where we live. You can exist perfectly fine without any vehicle at all. A short walk that way, there's a bus stop. You can go anywhere in the Philippines or any airport you want to from that bus stop. You can get on a bus that'll go to the Roro and go to any island you want to go to. You want to go to Manila, you want to go to Cebu. Easy peasy. You just walk over that way and you're on the bus. Yeah. Just hop bus station to bus station. You can go from one end of the island. You can go to Iloilo. You can get a bus from here going to Iloilo, Rojas City, or going the other way, Kalibo or Antique, Kulasi. You can get a bus going to any of those places from here. And if you want to go to Manila, you go to Kalibo, get on the and pick the bus that's going to Manila, and it'll drive right on the Roro and take you to Manila. So it's very easy to exist here in the province without buying any form of vehicle at all. Now we do have a Honda XR that cost only 104,000 pesos, and it's running great at the moment, and it's just gasoline and a random oil change. So you're talking maybe 3,400 pesos a month for gasoline to feed that Honda, and pretty much takes us where we want to go. Internet is 1,000 pesos a month. We got buying 2 fiber lines now.
This is the cheapest month, I think, guys.
Yeah, this is going to be our cheapest month
because
Starlink raised their price.
Go ahead. We pay only 1,000 per month for the first time, and this July I'll pay another 1,000.
So Starlink raised their price. We put the Mini in the Starlink Mini. We put it into paused mode, and when we go on an adventure, we'll turn it right back on again. But right now, Karen is pregnant, and she doesn't feel like traveling very far. Yeah. So it was kind of ridiculous, especially considering they raised the rates on the Starlink Mini and the Starlink Residential. The Residential is redundant now. We don't have any use for it at all. It's just sitting here because we have fiber, and the fiber's a lot faster. But if we need the Mini, it's there. We can turn it on anytime we want. It costs something like, what, 5,000 pesos now, 5,400 pesos. It's pretty pricey, but it's worth it if we're going to travel, which we aren't traveling now. Karen's pregnancy costs, vitamins and doctor's visits. So
more 3,000.
3,000 pesos a month for her vitamins.
3,000 for the vitamins only.
Okay, how much is the doctor?
The doctor's visit is only $10.
$10 to go, and the OB here is exceptional lady. She has an exceptional OB at a private hospital. Yeah. Beautiful place, beautiful people, clean, amazing building there at Asia Pacific. Love the place. Animal food. So we have chickens and we have a pig, and the pig's pregnant. So we spend about 2,300 on animal foods.
Yeah, because for the poultry, guys, we only buy corn, and for our mama pig is 1,820 per month. One sack already. So
the mama pig who's going to have a litter, she's only costing us 1,800 and something a month. Yeah. And the only other item on our budget that we need to discuss is the travel. You've got 5,000 for random travel.
And it's included there already, our hotels.
Yeah, hotels here are good. Hotels are fairly inexpensive. Cheap hotels are downright a steal. We stayed at actually a really good Airbnb in Kulasi for only $12. Really, really nice place at the foot of Mount Majas. And we went to Morrison Island, and it was just an amazing vacation for next to nothing. So you can have your recreation. We're supplementing our food because we're from a farm family and we're growing our own food. We're putting our raised beds in. We've got a little budget for that we didn't include, but if we did include that, it would be less than 10,000 pesos a month at this point. And we're doing a little farming on the side. So if you're going to come here and start a farm, though, that's a separate issue. So our total cost per month is about 34,300 pesos, $571. And for elective things that we want to do, if we want to, if we get invited to a party or we want to go to another island, we can do it. We have so much money left over, we can just do it. But right now, we're living a fairly quiet life, hanging close to the homestead. $571 is all it takes, and we're not wanting for anything.
Yeah, because if Jim's eating like American food every day, maybe it costs much. But since Jim's eating the vegetables, fruits that we growing here, like bananas that we are always harvesting here, okras, ampalaya, string beans.
So we've taken things into
eating it all.
We've taken things into our own hands to some degree.
Yeah.
We're growing our own vegetables now: eggplants, peppers, beans, tomatoes, watermelon, sweet corn. We have loads of bananas. Really great, the tastiest bananas you'll ever have here in the Philippines that we've planted on the property since I got here. Little over 2 years ago, I planted bananas on this property here, and they're just dropping bananas all the time. We're cutting the bananas down, and We got more bananas than we can handle. I think Nana was even selling some of them the other day.
Yeah, she's selling sometimes because our bananas are so big here.
So as time goes on, and even as we add a child to the mix, our long-term cost of living is going to go down.
It's still the same, I think, because if breastfeed, you just feed me. I eat vegetables
Yeah.
and I'll just
As long as you
feed
don't need to buy formula, even having a child here in the province, the cost is going to go down.
Yeah, because of the food, the food is very expensive, guys. If you plant food, you can really less.
Yeah, and we're farmers, and we should have a bountiful harvest this year, so we have all the vegetables and fruits we need for our own consumption, but we should have a surplus, and we should even be on the surplus side of this, selling something back or bartering for other foods we want. So we're looking at our long term. Our budget looks just unreally good.
Yeah.
Very little effort here in the tropics. You can grow your own vegetables. Chickens basically run wild here. Their egg laying abilities are not that great, but if you like manok adobo,
Yeah,
lechon manok, you're in luck.
James and I eat the whole chicken for 3 days.
Yeah.
We mix it with vegetable. That's how we save our money, guys.
And we're growing our own pig, and we're adding very slowly to the pig farm. We're very cautious about that because of the African swine flu. But if you're thinking of coming here to the Philippines with your wife, maybe you even have children, and you're thinking of coming to the Philippines, you're gonna fare a whole lot better out here in the province. We're in Aklan province. We're very close to Boracay. We're very close to Kalibo, and we're close to the highway. It's at the bus stop. So
it's very accessible.
We have Asia Pacific Medical Center. We have all the modern amenities we want. And in addition to that, our food is farm fresh. We've got variety that nobody in the Western countries could understand, because when you go buy a banana, you've got basically one choice. You don't have the kind of saging we have here in the Philippines. When you buy your tomatoes anytime but in the summertime, they're going to be stale. They're going to be gas ripened probably. We're able to grow our own here year round. And when you go to buy little things like string beans, fresh string beans, they're never going to be fresh. They're going to be rubbery, and they're going to cost an arm and a leg. Here they're growing like weeds. We'll give you a little tour in a minute. Same thing with the eggplants. They grow dang near like weeds here. So if you're wondering, should you come to the Philippines province, should you go to the city and buy a condo, I would say if you've got a wife, come to the province and buy yourself a small lot that you can garden on. And I would say that if you're single, still come to the province and rent yourself a house. Gardening and living in the province can be a great hobby. And don't worry about transportation very much. If you don't ride a motorcycle and you don't want to buy a vehicle, just make sure you're near a bus stop, a main highway. If you go too far off the beaten path and you don't ride a motorcycle, you're going to have issues getting to the bus stop. But if you're close to the bus stop, you can be pretty far out there. And
tricycle is everywhere.
And not give up your mobility.
Yeah. Tricycle is very cheap also, guys.
One hack you have here that people don't realize is you don't need to buy a pickup truck even if you're building a house, because we built our whole house over 2,000 square foot here. And we had our building materials delivered. And we also, if we had a large load of things from the hardware store that we needed to bring home, we'd throw it on the jeepney. And for how much money? A few dollars, you can throw all your goods on the jeepney, and they'll throw it out in front of your house for you, which is often how we got by. So,
like $4, if you have a lot of, like, for example, cement, for the construction.
Yeah.
It depends how heavy.
There's just, once you get out here in the Philippines province, there's so many ways of getting by out here and living well that most people in the West never even thought of. Most people would never think of using a dirty kitchen. I was resistant to using a dirty kitchen until we built our own dirty kitchen with a good chimney, with a good draw, and all of a sudden all the scrap wood from the building, all the scrap wood from the pasture, all became fuel, and we eliminated the need for gas cylinders.
Yeah.
So let's do a little tour of our. Let's show how our raised beds and our gardens progressing for anybody that's curious about that.
Also the watermelon. Let's show the watermelon at the back of the house.
The soil's
good here.
the soil out here in the province of Panay is good enough. You can grow just about anything out here if you watch a few how-to videos on YouTube. One thing you might watch out for are the bugs. So
Like corn in the mountain.
if you're gonna grow corn, you're probably gonna have to watch out for bugs. But otherwise, it's not too much different from growing a garden in the American Midwest. All right. Well, the tomatoes are doing amazing. One thing that's difficult to get here in the Philippines are beefsteak tomatoes. And I grew up growing beefsteak tomatoes, and I realized that it wasn't that hard to grow beefsteak tomatoes. So our friend sent us some beefsteak tomato seeds, and the rest is history. We put raised beds in. We've got our Hemtech beans, which are the best string beans you'll ever grow. Pole type beans.
These tomatoes are so big. No?
Yeah, these
They
are
easily-
beefsteak
They
tomatoes.
easily get tall, no?
One of the things I miss from back home. It was very easy to do something about it.
I am tying it, guys, because they grow so fast and they get brittle, you know?
Yeah, they'll fall over. They'll get so top heavy, especially when look at all those flowers. When all those fruit fill out,
Yeah.
they're gonna fall over, but it'll be a bountiful harvest. Same with the beans, they're almost ready. They're almost ready to flower. As soon as they flower, man, they make beans quickly.
How about this one? Should I tie it?
It sure looks good, don't it? Now that's a classical beefsteak there. Look how happy that plant is. It's gonna have to be tied, yeah, all of them. They're just growing so rapidly.
I'll tie first the tall ones.
Yep.
They have all flowers.
It's gonna be bushel baskets full of fruit, Karen. You're gonna have so many tomatoes. One of our commenters said you're gonna have to start canning, pressure cooker soon, and canning these. You gotta get some mason jars,
I don't know how to
a
can.
pressure cooker, and you can them tomatoes. You know what mason jars are? They're glass jars, and they have a special lid.
Yeah, you can buy that in Calibo.
Definitely.
Or can you make salsa?
Yeah, can we make salsa? We can make salsa. By the way, salsa's pretty expensive here.
Yeah.
It's better to make your own for sure.
And chips, dip it to your chips.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll have to buy the chips, but chips are cheap.
Chips.
Alright, cool. Good job.
Look at the peppers, guys. If our chickens are out, usually they eat all of the ripe ones.
Is that why they taste so good?
Yeah, they marinate already themselves. Yeah, look at that kangkong, guys. Water spinach. We need to replant the okra because they are a little bit old now. Let's go to our banana.
Bananas, watermelons.
Hala, I should not step it.
Careful, careful.
There's lighter here.
So we have had many bunches of bananas off of these trees, and I planted these with my brother-in-law Tonton 2 years ago. I actually didn't hold out much hope for success, but what do you know, they turned out perfect.
This is what you burned before.
Yeah.
Look at
So-
that.
Nana has been planting some seeds over here, some watermelon.
She throw it. Let's go.
Okay.
Papaya. Look at this bill.
Yeah,
Another watermelon.
it appears that watermelon liked the place a
Here,
lot.
this is the big one.
I haven't even been trying. Nana, I planted this. And it's doing
Look
good.
at that, how big.
But it looks like a standard rattlesnake watermelon. Are these from the seeds from the roadside stand?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. And it worked.
they like the sand. And there's another one there.
Cool.
Hey, Vicky. I'm Minnie. I forgot. You are Minnie. Because we're mean, cherries. She's 2 month old now. 2 month pregnant now, guys. Last June 26. She's 2 months. So another 2 months before we can see the babies.
So we've been
get
raising
sick.
her since she was born. She was born up on the mountain, and then
We carry her to bring her using motorcycle. I put on the middle of the motorcycle.
this pig pen was constructed and by us and our workers, and then
Yeah.
Minnie's from the family pig herd.
If
butter.
God's will, guys, we will add more pig pen if she give birth.
Yeah,
And
if everything.
if they turn like 2 months, we will separate them, or 3 months.
Yeah, good job. Is that a little bean?
Yeah, that's a flower and
That's
the
a
bean.
bean, yeah.
Oh, there's
Little
another.
one.
Oh, that's great. It means we have a few weeks
So
to
this
go.
this is the Filipino way of growing pole beans.
Yeah,
Pretty smart.
that is quick Christian and Ice did.
Okay, that's the local.
Look
method.
at that. They are until there.
About way above my head. Cool. All right.
Some later on it will climb at the top of the roof of the pig pen. Yeah, I told James, guys, to bring inside of our dirty kitchen all of this wood, because that's the old ones, and we will use that for cooking later. This is new. I will arrange that later, but now James will bring that so that when I cook later, that's what I am going to use. We have a lot of bamboos. I'm so sorry, guys, if it's still messy, because we didn't chop yet these bamboos. We should, since it's still under construction, our house, because some of our workers sometimes they pick the old bamboos to use for scaffolding. Oh, it's a nice evening. Very calm here, guys. The evening is so calm in our area during afternoon. Good. Let's buy eggs and corn for the chickens.
All right, let's go.
And your what?
Certain things.
Us.
Local Sari-Sari stores. How much money do all the foods cost?
Like 422, less than $9.
So less than $9. What all did you buy?
One tray, 30 pieces of eggs and
30 eggs.
corn, 2 kilos of corn for
2
the
kilos of
chickens,
cracked corn.
and tomatoes and onions.
Tomatoes and onions. All $9.
Yeah,
Okay.
one tray of eggs.
Alright.
Good. It's
Good, good. Easy as can be.
Yeah, lots of traffic always here. Dangerous also because they got accidents sometimes. Our godmother's house.
They say Filipinos don't have money.
Filipinos.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Filipinos are hardworking. That's why we got money. And we know how to save money.
People are much happier too. The livability.
James,
is a
don't
big help.
forget his cookies always. We always buy here, guys, and James' favorite.
That's part of the livability. Cheap cookies.
Yeah, so this is what I bought earlier from my cousin, guys. This is worth $10. So this is the $10 here in the Philippines. Worth. This is James cookies. 10 pieces, I think. Yeah, 10 packs. Then 2 kilos of corn and eggs, 30 pieces of eggs, some tomatoes, onion, garlic, James Sting, and also James' favorite coffee here, the 3-in-1 coffee. Yeah, it's really, guys, it's really cheap here. Living in the province, we only spend like $10 every day.